Welcome to probably part one, where I haven't gone through every single deck in this format, talk about things. So this is your projected metagame report. Outside of boring Orkest, the Sky Strikers, by the way, resolving 4 engage, makes you like a transcendent god in this game. Who would have guessed? Memes tell me otherwise. And just the rest of the meta. So welcome to Robbie Talks About the Meta, November edition. Let's dig on into this. Of course, like this video. Always make sure you subscribe. Let's do this, guys. Alright, so we just came off a hot YCS. We're heading into another YCS. YCS Peru, I believe, is this weekend, which means we're going to be turning down for more deck list as well. So, coming out of the YCS this weekend, Orkest was the most represented deck. Alright, and I've read through multiple posts and things. Just because a deck gets 16 representation in top cut, people are like, oh, the deck's clearly not the problem. So, look at me, guys. I'm taking my glass. Look at me. Orkest is a problem. Alright, we only had 3 Sky Striker in top cut, and what I'm reading from everybody is like, oh yeah, engage. No! Striker is fine now. Like, you have to understand that Orkest is just very well-rounded against everything. Like, the deck just has very strong matchups all the way out through the entire metagame. And it is going to continue to be that immense power force. It is going to sit at the table. I'm considering, this is really funny, like, I consider Orkest to be the best deck of this format. I know those are some fighting words with a lot of people, but like, when you see it, the basic combo structure of what Orkest does, putting the negate, putting the Dingrisu for the disruption, playing the game on the opponent's turn, it's literally everything that a Yu-Gi-Oh deck wants to do. Like, and of course, like, you have the Lunalight version kind of sitting there in the background. Like, it's like the subpar Orkest version. It's like the cheese build you want to play because you don't want to play pure Orkest. You're like, oh, I'm going to IQ this, go one step further. That's what Lunalight Orkest is right now. Deck's not as good with Mermaid around, but you still got Curious. You just got to resolve some worse cards to kind of make your engine go. So, got to give it up for Orkest. It's still here. It's still doing its thing. Now, we need to talk about Sky Striker here. So, Striker only had 3 decks in Top Cut. Granted, format was not explored. We really were kind of up in the air, per se. We were like, oh, okay, nobody really knows what they're doing with the decks. We had Manob's list playing the Hot Spice Desires, which I do like. I like Desires quite a lot. Then you had the 4th place list was playing Gold Driver and things like that. That was really spicy. Then we came on over here. We saw hot tech trends of Lost Wind coming into week 2 of the format. Then we also saw Get Out seeing play. And then we just saw that we've gone for the Card Demise variant now. Card Demise becoming the superior build really for this format. It's kind of funny, actually, because Desires is bad right now because of all of your 1-ups. Demise, yes, you don't get to play hand traps, but you do get more consistency for the most part, which basically raises the ceiling of the deck to a little bit higher of a level that you're able to kind of play around with. So I do think for the most part, Demise Striker is going to probably be the biggest variant, one that people are going to go to. Obviously, going second with evenly matched and things does exist. I've seen my fair share of regional reports off of it. There's no reason for the deck not to do good. And you're going to have people that are going to be playing things similar to what Manav was dealing with Desires, you know, like more basic package, for so forth. So, both decks, I think that's one of the cool things when you look at this format. Both decks have a lot of diversity between them. It's still the same core engine, though. So, that's really probably the most interesting thing about that. Now, Salamangreat, number 3 here. This deck, I don't know how it even still functions at the moment. This deck is so fragile. This deck has internal issues out the wazoo. You just wait for your opponent to drop the Foxy in the graveyard, and you're just like, DD Crow, remove it. And your opponent had to discard a card. Obviously, like, your opponent's probably going to have better cards than, you know, in actually discarding the Spinny to be able to do things, but, like, if they don't discard the Spinny, like, you're just in value town for the most part. Like, it's the way I was seeing it. Like, you just wait for them to go for the Foxy, and then you're just like, haha, Crow. Like, yay, value. Like, deck also loses that there can only be one. Like, I don't get... I like... Phantasme is a good card, but, like, if Salad can't stick that Phantasme, like, 95% of the time, the deck just seems really bad. Like, it's a strange creature. Like, Salad's overall adaptability, this format, is good. The boards it produces are very strong. Yeah, I guess Roar and Rage is strong, but, like, the deck just kind of, if you break it, it just kind of falls apart. Like, obviously, recursion for Spinny, you know, being able to trigger back Gazelle is really good, but, like, I don't know, there's just kind of that little open void there to be left and projected for, you know, the most part later on. So, Salad is probably the third best deck, but, like, the deck has issues. Now, I want to talk about Herman's combo Thunder deck, that the Star Liege Thunder is we're going to label it for this video. So, Herman was talking about in his profile that this deck, by the time you're making Appaloosa, you're not going to lose to the Meteor. And this is the first time we've seen a deck actually show up like this. So before Nibiru's existence, like, I can actually say, I'm old enough to say this now, guys. So before Nibiru existed, we had Crusadio OTK, we had all these crazy high ceiling Thunder decks that existed that were just insane. And then enter late 2019, we have a threat from outer space looming here. Finally, somebody took the challenge and broke the formulae that we've been stuck dealing with for the longest time. And they cleaned up the mess and gave us an actual, for the first time in a very long time, a functioning combo deck that is able to do its thing. Now, it's not saying that other combo decks aren't able to do things. Pran Kid's got 6-2 at the Michigan Regional. Alright, guys, like, let that sink in. Like, combo is still able to combo. Like, you can still get your invite with things like these decks. Like, they're able to function. But to have an actually consistent variant running around, it's a very scary thought for the most part. So Herman definitely changed the game by even making the notion available to the community that we can have a combo deck that doesn't get rocked on. Pun intended, for the most part. Getting the chance to bring back Chaos Dragon Lavineer back into the metagames. Cheers, Herman. I'm very proud to see that combo gets a chance to do something again. Now, with that being said, we need to talk about Thunder for this. Thunder's going to be... We'll do our Rogue rundown later next week, but here's where we are right now with Thunder. Pure Thunder, not combo Thunder like we just talked about. Pure Thunder's in this really weird place. You go through all of this literal trouble to make Titan Colossus, and you can usually do it on 4 summons so that you don't get rocked. Alright, that's pretty cool. But the problem with this is Mind Control just rips your actual board apart. And everybody and their mother right now is playing Mind Control in some capacity. It's a very sad thing to say because Thunder sits at like the pinnacle is one of the top decks this format. But it loses to Mind Control. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. Guys, like, why? I get that the deck is good. I get that the deck pressures rogue decks. Oh, beats rogue up so much. But the deck just loses to probably the dumbest jank out there. So, yeah, Thunder sitting at the table is number 5, but like, why though? So that's my metagame breakdown for November in a nutshell. We'll talk about the rogue picks that can top a regional, including Stellar Knights, Heroes, and other things, as long as we get some likes on this. So, I'll see you guys back Monday. Weekend's going to be some recording. I'll have my deck profile on Saturday. Peace out, guys. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out VanCole40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.